It's the most pointless stuff in the world.
Are we following these people because we know where we're going?
I don't know where we're going at all.
That's what the sign said.
What did the sign say?
The sign said
Be
I'm
over
nuts.
here.
Well, that is the bridge.
Yeah, he's got the little microphone.
Here, you deal with this. Are we with him?
I don't know.
When did we put our ticket or anything?
We have to follow him.
I don't know where we're going.
The leader.
Unless we're going to like meet up down there or something. I don't know. We're going to meet up down there, I guess. I don't comprehend. What? You're not cool.
That's rude. What? To the Discovery Tour, right?
Yes.
Didn't get this
Be
green,
careful.
it's
Do
ready.
not run.
Could you imagine? Tripping and
Stumble.
on one of those rails.
You probably broke a couple teeth.
Hey, Chris, how much?
Maybe a skull.
She'll let me though. And I'll ride on your back.
You're not going to run on mine.
Well, that was when I was 18.
Move.
That would be what?
How old am I? Yeah, times two.
Yeah.
And looky who is actually doing it.
Oh, God.
We used to not queue up above. This is the Gold Discovery Tour. These are tickets for, I think, besides the Gold Discovery Tour. This was good to go back up to the pavilion, back up either to the ticket office, with you guys out there, and to you guys where they're supposed to be. So names above. Also, my name is Keaton. I'll be your tour guide for today. And we're currently in a large depression in the ground. This is what geologists refer to as a sinkhole. So this sinkhole was theorized to be the uppermost of all these towering rooms until about 5,000 years ago. Weathering and erosion, this whole section right here is the last city. Leaving behind this natural bridge right on
Try number 2.
You got something from me.
We kind of failed it last time. Get that footage in there.
Bella, don't walk so close to that thing. Because you're gonna like trip. Then he'd have to laugh. Or, you know, hit your knee again.
We really hate just have to laugh. You really hurt. Wait, you want to let go, Bella?
What?
I'm sorry we have to laugh at you. Trying to...
No, you're taking camera.
I'm taking video of this right now.
So he's talking about building a wall, right?
You done, Bella?
I'm not looking at the camera. We always came here.
You just did like 4 times.
Yeah, but this is the wrong guy.
Our group, the right group. It was the wrong group.
Our group was just being weird and silly. We didn't like them.
The other one was really detour. This is the right one. See, 'cause I'm not used to it.
There's lots of
Well,
sun.
and I was looking over here, the guy with the little boy in the
But he was kind of like, ooh,
That actually could be a good idea.
In
I know.
The one I
2
bought.
years, a year and a half, yeah.
And then, of course, this makes sense.
Ow.
And then Hannah too.
No, Hannah's have to come. She probably wouldn't enjoy it. Joking.
Alright, once again guys, welcome to Bridge Caverns. My name's Gavin, I'm your tour guide today. So as you look around you now, you'll notice we're now standing in a large depression in the ground. Now geologists call these large depressions sinkholes, and they believe that this particular sinkhole was the uppermost room of our caverns until about 5,000 years ago when weathering and erosion caused it to collapse in on itself, leaving behind our 60-foot-long namesake, the Natural Bridge. Exciting, right? Now, local farmers and ranchers knew about this sinkhole in the early 1900s, but it wasn't until about 60 years later when 4 research students from St. Mary's University here in San Antonio came out to explore this and surrounding areas. Now, it wasn't until about their 4th expedition out here that they discovered a small crawl space known today as Discovery Crawlway. And this led them into about 2 miles of undeveloped caverns. Now, development began on the caverns about 3 years later in 1963 and didn't conclude until its opening day on July 3rd, 1964. Now, a few months later, this lower plot here was dedicated by late Texas Governor John B. Connally in dedication to the discoverers and developers of the caverns. Now, several years later, the upper plot there was dedicated to Clara Heidemann, who was the landowner and driving force behind these caverns. Now, if it wasn't for Clara, none of y'all would be standing here on this beautiful morning, and I'd be without a job. So thank you, Clara. Okay, so before we go in, there are some rules I need to cover with y'all, and no one likes rules, so let's see if we can get it. First and foremost, the most important rule you'll hear is that there's no touching of any cavern formations. Because as mammals, we do have naturally occurring oils and acids on our skin that discolors, and essentially it causes the death of all of our formations because they are still growing. And if you touch them, they will cease their growth. So once again, just don't touch any of those formations. No food or drink is allowed inside the caverns unless you have some water. Anything else can be given to me. I'll eat it. You can throw it away in the trash can at the back of the sinkhole. And any other trash acquired on tour can be thrown away, and the trash cans located throughout the larger rooms on tour. Now, the caverns are dimly lit, so flash photography is allowed. However, if you see any wildlife, such as a cave cricket or the occasional bat, please let me know if you see a bat especially, but just refrain from taking its picture, because they don't like their pictures being taken, and if you don't mess with it, they won't mess with you. There's also no smoking, vaping, or any tobacco use while on tour, as this damages the formations as well. Now, the temperature inside the caverns is 70 degrees with a 99% humidity, making it feel more like 80 to 85 degrees. This is considered a slightly strenuous tour. We will be descending 180 feet, and when you descend those 180 feet, you have to come back up those 180 feet. So with that in mind, please take into consideration any and all physical limitations you may have, such as bad back, bad knees, recent surgery, asthma, claustrophobia, anything of the sort. But if you have any problems whatsoever throughout the tour, let me know as soon as possible, and me along with the people up here at the top will get you to where you need to be. Now please stay behind me at all times and with the groups. Don't pull back in any of the rooms. And just make sure to stay behind me, like I said, and on the trails. It's very important. The trail.
I apologize about the bad lighting.
Or me.
Or one of us.
No, we're sure. It's all right. We'll let them go ahead of us. We can be the backpack.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad we left.
I'll be watching your feet, okay? Oh, the tickets do not go.
The time.
It's just the top
weren't looking.
ones. Because the bottom ones are for the bays. I know, Daddy's getting them. There should be 6 of them.
And y'all talk to, yes, he told me. I just wanted to make sure.
Mistake. Announcement lights up top. This is not a good idea.
Feels nice in here.
We should probably let the tour guide ahead of us.
All right, now if y'all could all step to your right, I will be coming down on your left. Once again, if you can step to your right, I'm coming down. Okay, so welcome to the bear pit. This room is called a bear pit because we have every year 12 bears we find in here. I'm kidding. Over in this area, we found an 8,000-year-old bear jawbone and a 5,000-year-old bear leg bone. Now these bones are no longer here. They're up in the visitor center. I highly recommend you go check those out. They're in the dining hall in a glass case, and along with the bones, there are other artifacts we found on property. Does this speaker sound okay to you all?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They're weird. So those are, yeah, like I said, they're up in the visitor center. I highly recommend you check those out. They're really cool. All right, so when the discoverers came from over here, they made their way down here and found some rooms that they eventually called the raccoon rooms. Now the raccoon rooms, they go back actually several hundred feet. And so when the discoverers crawled all the way back there, they just found a dead end and a family of raccoons. And so they quickly got out of there because they didn't want to be messing with that. And so when they got out, they made their way right down here, and they found that crawl space I was talking about. Now again, that crawl space was 120 feet long, and it led into 2 miles of undeveloped caverns. And this crawl space got as narrow as 11 inches at one point. It was kind of cooling.
We're in a cave.
Don't get used to that. But if you can't resist, we do have our touchstone right.
I can't see anything back there. It's so
Do you
dark.
have a flash or anything?
No, I don't. I'm trying to record this for YouTube video.
That's all. I never like to be in caves. This is my second time being in caves.
But you play Minecraft. And you seem like playing in your cave.
Jennifer, you know what? I'm just gonna not play.
Bear pit, 8,000-year-old black bear jawbone. That's cool.
That's the only stone that's already there. That's the
Kind of like the
Yeah,
lighting
it's
in
so
it.
dark I
Perfect.
can't get.
Yeah,
I don't have
Yeah, I guess there's no lighting.
Ow.
It's a touchy feely stone. Okay, we're done touching. Okay, good.
Be careful. Stalactites or stalagmites.
Oh, there's just like that.
Tights go down.
It's
Lights
raining.
go up. Woo, I'm getting dripped on.
There you are.
Look at this. Look straight up.
It's raining.
So cool.
Some of the feet were right there dripping on us.
I know, that's cool, huh?
Oh, look.
Look at that. Looks like a skull.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Looks like
Down.
That is awesome.
okay, I'm gonna duck down here for a second. You put me, you're 6'6" and you have to duck down. Oh God,
Duck down again.
I can't see anything.
Why did keep
My camera
dripping
lens.
on me?
They're underground.
Ah,
Duck.
there's a water was here. That's all.
Ooh, that's cool. See it?
Careful, Phil. Oh,
That
stay with
is
us.
so neat.
Stay on.
Here's the water line.
You know how to do that?
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Circle down.
I think that.
What are you talking about?
Just dragged in my shoe.
Rick, he's good. Just holding on to it.
Oh, look. Oh. We're coming right through the rocks.
Have fun, fellas.
Look at this.
Keep getting wet.
Look at this.
This should be
All the
fun.
little drips of water are causing those little ripples.
Oh my god.
Well, it's constant.
Well, that's how we get the stalagmites and stalactites, and because of the water dripping.
Look at that tree.
That's
Slowly
how you
dripping
do it.
water.
Echo.
Minerals build up.
That's incredible.
Freaking hell.
This is
It's
a
hot.
crawlway. Look at this crawlway.
Ah!
No way. No, this is like the smallest I'll ever do.
I had to fall for 2 seconds.
Yeah. I saw that. Never.
Whoa.
Never.
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 Okay.
Look, look at these.
Rambo.
Yeah, y'all can stand as well. Just be sure you're not blocking any of the sidewalks or any of the trails. So if you want to stand, just be sure to stand off to the side.
Well, hold on to something, such as your mom
There's
or
this rock wall,
real.
Y'all still want to sit down. There's also a bench that's right there. Alright, you guys. Well, welcome to Pluto's Answer Room. We are now 108 feet below the ground in here, and they shone their flashlights around, and they thought that all the formations illuminated by their flashlights is what the underworld must look like. And so that's where the first part of the name comes from, actually. Pluto, who's the Roman god of the underworld. Now, the second part of the name, Answer Room, just means it's a smaller room leading into larger rooms. So with that being said, this is one of the smaller rooms you'll be seeing on tour. However, this room does have all of the formation types you'll be seeing today. So here at Natural Bridge Caverns, we have an umbrella term for all of our formation types. We call them speleothems. That's not something we just call in science either. And so there are two main types of speleothems you'll be seeing today, dripstones and flowstones. And much like their names, dripstones are formed by dripping water, and flowstones are formed by flowing water. Now I'll be explaining the formation process here in a second, but first I'm going to point out some of the formation types. So right over here we have the most common type of flowstone. It's just a smooth area of the rock where water has flowed over and deposited into drapery, this huge protruding wall that looks like it doesn't belong here. Now moving on from flowstones, we have our dripstones. So right here we have some of the most common types of dripstones, which are stalagmites. And they grow from the ground up. And you can remember their name because they might reach the ceiling one day. And then right above we have stalactites. Now stalactites hang tightly to the ceiling, so that's a way you can remember their name. And again, they're formed by dripping water. When a stalagmite and a stalactite meet in the middle, you have something called a column. Or when a stalagmite simply reaches the ceiling, you have another column right like this
feels very again.
That's natural too.
That's pretty natural. Metal popping out of the ground like a bench, that's definitely natural too.
Up here. That's where the back comes from.
That's pat green. Right there. It's like chocolate out here.
No, I'm good, man.
Get $100.
I don't want them.
I'll give you $100.
Guana's gross.
Looks pretty good. Cause you fall. Mom,
You really do that.
Ricky's shoes in the King Business Rick. They're actually not scary, surprisingly. Bella's a little junky. I had to go on the side anyway.
Look at that. That's so pretty. It's slimy looking. I love it. Ooh, that's pretty.
Those are like eggs.
Look at that water case food.
It's very
Yes, it is.
Why do you keep screaming at me?
If I break a bone, don't tell anyone. It's a long way to... I really glad his backpack's waterproof. The water is just... Huh?
Backpack's gonna get wet.
My backpack water resistance, we're fine. My phone isn't, that's why I'm guarding it, so my hands are best I can.
Wow, we're going really deep.
Yeah, it's very
Really far around.
I'm gonna find your diamonds out here. Hey Bella, you gonna find your diamonds?
I'm not gonna do it.
You gonna find your diamonds?
Diamonds? I wanna find diamonds.
You're gonna find it in here. Doesn't that sound good? That's a wall.
No, those guys are not. I can go to jail for 12 years.
12 years. Baby Juby. Jesus, mother of God. I'm not.
I'll look at the living fern.
I'm literally bending my knees right now trying to get down this.
Oh, there's the fern.
Maybe I would have.
That is a tiny, tiny fern.
I know.
That is awesome. 50 years ago, these people. You can stand and be like,
Look up there. Wow, yeah.
I'm not going back. This is all we want. We're not getting covered.
alright. Those lucky lines.
It's just so steep.
Back.
This is natural. It's all rusted.
Did you even see that plant?
I know, it's been there 60 years and it's only what? Like
There's no dirt.
6
By an
inches?
inch.
No way for it to grow big.
Mommy?
Looks like bread, kind of.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
Don't touch it. You gotta go there. Alright.
Oh, that's so awesome. Look how huge that is. You know how old that must be?
Okay, so we are now in Sherwood Forest, which is the deepest point on our tour. So from here on out, we will be going back out to the surface, but it's a gradual incline with lots more seats, so don't be worried, the tour's not almost over.
You sure it's a gradual incline? Didn't look like a very gradual decline.
So like I said, this is the deepest point on tour. We're 180 feet below the natural bridge. And when the discoverers came in here, they thought that these columns over here resemble tree trunks, and the cave curtains along the ceiling resemble the canopy of trees. And so they named it Sherwood Forest, after the forest of Robin Hood. So that's why it sounds familiar to you.
Wait, she said it would be cold in here. Isn't that cold?
This is an actual cave. There's always an entrance to a cave. Okay, so that means that there's no doors, which means the humidity and temperature is going to fluctuate naturally. They are unnaturally keeping this humidity temperature.
Fairy Castle.
Fairy castles.
Oh, this is the bridge. Holy shit. Okay, I'm hold on to those hands. I have to.
This is like wet. You just want to touch it. What is it?
Creepy, creepy, crawly, crawly, creepy, crawly, crawly. How deep is that?
211 feet.
There's the bottom.
Oh, that went right down the chute.
Ah!
Yeah, not more work. You're already.
The flash on my phone's not even helping at all. Looking out, some bit up with stuff. It's a long way down. Hey Corey, you think this will kill you?
No.
You want to test it?
No.
What is this giant thing? I see a bomb burst. Nice, it's angry. He's so nice. Looks like a freaking dragon.
I bet I could fit in my bathtub.
You probably could. It's probably freezing cold too. Last time, not too much. Where are we going? This looks like a maze or some type of cave.
It's not. It's
Is this the maze we got? You're gonna start being the feels like 100-degree cave while you're doing the maze? Trying to get out alive? That looks very natural. That is all natural lighting.
there's gum in there.
How natural. There is.
On our way out. On our way out right now.
I think there used to be some kind of like mat here. And there's a foot mat.
Okay, this doesn't do it justice, but we just walked up all of this.
Whoa, there's still a couple people walking up here.
Whatever.
I didn't mean to drop that sticker.
You caught up in like 5 seconds.
Who?
5.5.
Birth giver. Birth giver.
More uphill. Perfect. Oh. We made it out alive. Yay. It's not as bad as walking around London, Paris, and Barcelona. That was pretty fun.